Have you ever tried to really wrap your head around how big space is? I mean, we see the numbers, we hear the facts, but it's just so mind-bogglingly huge that our brains can't quite process it. So today, let's bring it all down to a more human scale. Let's use everyday objects to understand our place in the cosmos. It's an experiment in perspective, and trust me, it's going to change how you see everything. Let's start with our home star, the sun. Imagine the sun is a standard-sized basketball, about 24 centimeters, or 9.5 inches in diameter. It's glowing, warm, and it's the center of our little cosmic neighborhood. If the sun is this basketball, what about our planet, Earth? How big would it be? You might be thinking maybe a golf ball, a marble. Nope. On this scale, Earth would be a tiny pea, just 2 millimeters across. A single small green pea. Think about that. Every person you've ever known, every mountain, every ocean, all of human history fits onto a single pea circling a basketball. That's our world. So we have our basketball sun and our pea-sized Earth. How far apart would they be? This is where it gets really interesting. You'd probably think you could just place them a few feet apart on a table, right? Well, if the sun is a basketball in the middle of a room, our tiny Earth pea would be about 26 meters away. That's roughly 85 feet. It's like putting the basketball on the goal line of a football field, and our little Earth pea would be all the way out on the 28-yard line. Already our solar system is feeling a lot more spacious, isn't it? Let's add the other planets to our model. The closest planet to the sun, Mercury, would be a tiny poppy seed, about 10 meters or 33 feet away from our basketball sun. Venus, almost the same size as Earth, would be another pea, orbiting at a distance of about 19 meters or 62 feet. We already placed our Earth pea at 26 meters. What about Mars? The red planet would be a slightly smaller bead, maybe a pinhead, about 1.5 millimeters in diameter. And it would be orbiting way out at 39 meters, or 128 feet, from the sun. That's nearly halfway down the football field. Just imagine these tiny specks, almost invisible, orbiting a basketball from such a great distance. Now we get to the giants. Jupiter, the king of the planets, would be a large chestnut or a gumball on this scale, about 2.4 centimeters across. It's the biggest planet, but still much smaller than our basketball sun. In its orbit, Jupiter would be a whopping 134 meters away from the sun. That's 1.5 football fields. We've gone from a pea to a gumball, but the distance has expanded massively. Can you even see the basketball from that far away? Let's keep going. Saturn, famous for its rings, would be a slightly smaller gumball, about 2 centimeters across. The rings themselves would be incredibly thin, like a sheet of paper. Saturn would be orbiting at a staggering 247 meters, or 810 feet. From our basketball sun, that's more than 2.5 football fields away. We're not in a room anymore. We need a huge park just to map out these orbits. Next are the ice giants. Uranus and Neptune would both be about the size of a coffee bean, roughly 8 millimeters in diameter. Uranus would be orbiting at an incredible distance of 496 meters. That's over 5 football fields away. And Neptune, the farthest official planet, would be about 777 meters, or over 2,500 feet. From our basketball sun, that's nearly half a mile. You'd need binoculars to even spot the basketball sun from Neptune's orbit. Our entire solar system, with a basketball at the center, would need a space nearly a mile wide to contain the orbit of its outermost planet. And remember, the planets themselves are just peas, gumballs, and coffee beans in this vast, empty space. So our solar system is huge, but what about the stars? About the nearest star to our sun, Proxima Centauri? We have our basketball sun here. Where would the next basketball be? A few miles away, a different city. On this scale, if our sun is a basketball in New York City, the nearest star, Proxima Centauri, would be another basketball. In Paris, France, that's right, about 5,800 kilometers, or 3,600 miles away. That's the emptiness of space. Between our solar system and the next one over, there's a void so vast it's almost unimaginable. And there are billions of stars in our galaxy alone. Let's zoom out even further. Our entire galaxy, the Milky Way, contains somewhere between 100 and 400 billion stars. Using our basketball model, how big would the Milky Way be? It would be a sprawling collection of basketballs, peas, and gumballs stretching about 160 million kilometers, or 100 million miles across. That's roughly the actual distance from the real Earth to the real Sun. Our galaxy, on this shrunken down scale, would be as wide as the Earth's real-life orbit. It's a galaxy of basketballs stretching from here to the sun. It's a number so big, our brains start to short-circuit again. And the Milky Way is just one galaxy. The nearest major galaxy to us is Andromeda. On our basketball scale, the Andromeda galaxy would be another massive cluster of stars, about 3.8 billion kilometers away. It's like placing one massive collection of basketballs here and another one out past the orbit of the real planet Saturn. The universe is filled with hundreds of billions, maybe even trillions, of these galaxies, all separated by unimaginable gulfs of nothingness. So what's the takeaway from all this?
Nice.
When you look up at the night sky, remember this scale model. Remember that you're standing on a tiny 2 mm pea. This pea is orbiting a basketball 26 meters away, and the nearest neighboring basketball is in another continent. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? It shows us just how precious and unique our tiny little world is. In all that mind-crushing vastness, here we are. On this little speck, life happened. Consciousness happened. We are, as far as we know, a tiny island of meaning in a cosmic ocean of emptiness and silence. Thinking about space this way isn't meant to make you feel small or insignificant. Quite the opposite. It's meant to fill you with wonder. The fact that we, on our tiny pea, can even comprehend this scale, that we can use our minds to measure the universe, is incredible. It connects us to everything. Every atom in our bodies was forged in the heart of a star, a massive cosmic basketball that exploded long ago. We are literally made of stardust. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by daily problems, just remember the basketball and the pea. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Our home is a fragile, beautiful oasis in an immense cosmos. It's the only one we've got. Let's appreciate it, let's protect it, and let's never stop looking up and wondering. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through scale and space. If this blew your mind, hit that like button and subscribe for more cosmic adventures. What other space concepts should we try to visualize next? Let me know in the comments below. Till next time, stay curious.